Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Geoffreys presented by Yes Have Some. My name is Craig Goldberg, and joining me, as always, my toy anxiety co-host, the man, the myth, the legend, Ryan Dole, looking snazzy. Ryan, how are you doing this evening?
I am so excited to be here tonight, Craig. The stars have come out in droves to attend the first ever Geoffrey Awards. I'm so excited. I mean, we've had people coming up and down the red carpet all night.
Yes.
Lots of surprises. People I was
amazing.
not expecting to be here.
I know.
mean, Chris Evans came by. He said hi. Like, it was wild. It was absolutely wild.
Yeah, Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pine, all the Chris's are here. It's great.
All the Chris's, even Walken was here.
Christopher Walken's here. Hey, is there a Christopher Walken action figure for any?
There is, from the McFarlane Sleepy Hollow set.
There you go. You've got the answers. I've got the questions. Well, what we're going to do, this was all Ryan's idea, the end of the year awards. So blame him for whatever happens. If it's great, he can take the credit. If it's terrible, he can take the blame. No, I'm excited. I think that this has been an incredible year in toys and toy collecting. We're both propped up in our respective toy rooms. I've got some vintage Star Wars behind me. I've got Black Series. And really, I feel like, I don't want to speak for you, Ryan, but kind of starting off here, I want to talk about how I feel like I took my toy collecting to another level this year on all aspects of that. So everything from the way I display my figures, the way that I document my collecting, my spreadsheets. You know, I've got spreadsheets, and even getting into things this year that I never thought I was going to get into, like Masters of the Universe or G.I. Joe Classified. And it's been a weird year. We're not going to spend any time talking about the bummer parts of 2020. We're just going to talk about the exciting stuff. But I want to give myself an award, one of these beautiful... I'm not actually giving myself a award. I got to show off the golden Geoffrey here, the golden giraffe. But if I could give myself an award, I'd give myself at least a pat on the back for taking my toy collecting to another level. How do you feel about your year in toys?
My year in toys, it started off pretty slow, and then I kind of came in really hard and decided that Ecto Glows were the way to go.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, that's the way you and I both I felt like that was the Kickstarter, really, that really jump-started our collecting this year. That,
yeah.
I believe, took us both to another level, because now it wasn't just about being a completist, because I'm not necessarily one. I like to cherry pick. You do as well in some cases, but you also do love to complete things. Like,
I do. I'm a completist.
You love to have things done to completion in your life.
I do.
And
I really
so for us to kind of both kind of do that this year, we went from Ecto Buds to Ecto Elites.
Yes, we did. It was great. It was an Ecto Flex, as you said.
It was a total Ecto Flex. We got to kind of go on there and brag. We both got to even start our collections to have them on card. And yes, you took yours out, but I
very
kept mine
controversial. Me opening up a couple Ecto Glows on card this year I felt like that put our friendship to the test for a couple minutes there.
It was, it twisted my stomach. That's for sure.
I've left you speechless.
But at the end of the day, your collection looks so good, loose, and the way you have. If you just had a crappy display and you just had them kind of lined up and one tipped over and one missing one of its heads, like its little glow in the dark mask things, and one of the Ecto streams was broken.
Yeah.
I would be like, yeah, dude, why did you take it out just to lose and break shit? But at least you're you've taken good care of it. I'm growing to appreciate other people's collection and how they collect, and coming to accept that people are going to collect and display differently than me.
Oh, so you're putting away your snobbery is what you're saying.
There's definitely still some snobbery.
Okay, good.
Oh, dude. It's only if you're not my friend,
yeah.
You're definitely going to get some snobbery.
So what tonight's all about is celebrating 2020 and all of the various toys and toy lines that have come out, things that we've gotten, things we've loved, things maybe we didn't love as much, and I'm really excited. So what we're going to be doing is giving out some awards. We've got our categories, and then, of course, we've got our inaugural additions to the Hall of Fame. We are going to be inducting for the first time ever to the Yes Have Some Geoffreys Hall of Fame 3 action figures and 3 play sets or vehicles. And man, the voting was tense. I felt like Ryan. I felt like you were getting upset a couple times. I felt. What was your deal there? Without getting into too much detail, what was stressing you out about these Hall of Fame voting that we did?
Well, I sometimes forget that Yes Have Some, in a way, is still a big Ghostbusters fan community.
Yes.
And when I'm thinking about Hall of Fame and I'm thinking about talking about toys, like, and as we know, I do love Ghostbusters. It's definitely in, like, you know, it does have a special place in my collection. I do always make room for it.
I mean, you did just rant and rave about ectoglows for 10 minutes.
Right, exactly. So, you know, but when I'm thinking about Hall of Fame, I think bigger. I think what really made an impact overall, not just within a super niche group of fans. Okay. So when I'm sitting there going like, hey, what do you guys think the top play set should be? And when I think of something like a play set for Hall of Fame, I think of something iconic.
Yes.
So when people are all like, you know, the Ecto one from Kenner, it's just like,
hey,
really?
That is iconic. You need to calm down.
Listen. All right. It is iconic. It is iconic. However, is it more iconic than some of the other things that were on that list?
Well, we're going to find out tonight. We're going to find out. So we're going to have the Hall of Fame inductees, and we're going to have our awards, and we're going to have special guests and friends along the way. I'm excited. I think we should go ahead and get to the first award. What do you think?
Absolutely. Let's jump right into it, Craig.
Let's jump right into it. All right, Abigail, take us away.
It's time to give away the award for Best Roleplay. I bet you didn't think it was me under here, but it's me! Roleplay toys are awesome because they make you feel powerful and like your favorite figures from movies. Choo choo! I can't turn this on. Yeah, okay, I don't know why I said choo choo. Happy Geoffrey Awards, y'all. Roleplay toys are awesome, and you should all get one, and the Spengler one is amazing. Boba Fett's awesome. Star Wars is awesome. Ghostbusters is awesome. I don't have anything else to say.
And the nominees for Best Roleplay are Boba Fett Prototype Helmet, Spengler's Neutrona Wand, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Lightning Collection Dragon Dagger, Marvel Legends Stormbreaker. And the winner for Best Roleplay, the Geoffrey goes to the Spengler Neutrona Wand.
All right, folks, there you have it. Our first winner of the night, the 2020 Geoffrey Award, the Golden Giraffe, goes to the Spengler's Neutrona Wand. I actually have mine here. I wanted to talk about this bad boy for a few minutes. Now, Ryan, I don't know. Have you got your hands on this guy yet?
No.
Still have not.
Still no. But like, I know we had them here. They went fast. I kind of sat on it from Pulse because I was thinking like they would be easy to come by out here. Yeah. But alas, here we are.
Well, I've got mine, and I can talk about it. I mean, listen, there was some really cool items on the list, on the categories, right? I really do like the Boba Fett prototype helmet, and you know, some of the other nominees, the Lightning Collection dagger from Power Rangers Lightning Collection, and so on and so on. But I do feel, you know, as a Ghostbusters collector, right? We've had a replica Neutrona wand in the past from Mattel. Now, the Matty Collector wand was pretty cool, a little bit undersized, but really was all we had for a long time for kind of a toy prop replica. But what Hasbro did with this Plasma Series Spengler Neutrona wand is absolutely knock it out of the park. This is the first prop replica offering for Ghostbusters in a very long time. Obviously, it's modeled after what we're going to be seeing in the upcoming Ghostbusters Afterlife, and they just killed it. Like, there's really not much more that you could say. It's a 1-to-1 scale from a Neutrona-Wand. It's got the metal parts. It's got the V-hook there. You've got actual metal knobs, good replica of the Clippard valve, and then you've got the tape here, just like it's going to be in the movie. And it even has an S-hook to hang off your belt. So I think that when it comes to prop replicas, there was some good items in there. I'm very fond of all the Black Series helmets, but I mean, to me, this is the clear-cut winner. What do you think?
I absolutely agree. And it's not even just my bias towards Ghostbusters. It's the fact that it does look so good. It gives us that teaser for Afterlife, which we're all very excited for and anticipating very much for in June of next year. So, I think to me, it had to be the winner. And the fact that they have everything there that you can hook it up so like maybe they will make a pack in the future at some point to attach things on. They have things so you can actually take it apart and replace your parts if you need to, if you ever want to upgrade it as well. So they have something there for those people that like to do builds and do replicas. So it's like they did kind of cater to them a little bit as well for anyone who wants to go out of their way and make improvements. So I think it's great. And I love that they added in all the sound effects and stuff from the game. It's just a fun little nod, something fun, some play factor to it. That's great.
Well, I think you nailed it. It's got it. It has everything you want in a toy, because at the end of the day, these are the Geoffreys. These are the toy awards. It has playability, and it also has displayability, and it's also not very expensive. I mean, they're $100, but they've been regularly on sale for $80, and to me, that's an incredible deal. So congratulations to the Ghostbusters Neutrona-Wand, Spangler's Neutrona-Wand from Hasbro. Unbelievable. And that's our first Geoffrey for the evening. That's exciting to give out an award.
It's a great way to kick it off as far as I'm concerned.
It's a good feeling. Now, like I said, we've got our Hall of Fame starting tonight, and I think now would probably be a good time to go ahead and take a look at the first entry into the 2020 Geoffreys Hall of Fame.
What do we have here?
It's Castle Grayskull. And it's mine.
Not so fast, Beastman.
He-Man!
You can pit He-Man against Beastman, playing for the power of Castle Grayskull. You have to put the castle together.
Beastman's escaping.
The throne, Dad. Dad, you saved the castle.
Castle Grayskull from the Masters of the Universe collection. He-Man and Beastman, each sold separately, from Mattel.
In addition to recognizing the best toys of 2020, the Geoffreys are also going to be inducting some classic toys into the Hall of Fame. My name is Scott Toy Guru Nightlick from the Spectre Creative YouTube channel, and I'm here to talk about Castle Grayskull. This Castle Grayskull, not the other one. This one, the original one, the classic one from 1982. And if you were lucky enough to be a child in the 80s and receive Castle Grayskull for your birthday or Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or Labor Day, whatever holiday brought it into your life, this was a game changer. This castle had everything. I mean, it had trapdoors, and it had laser guns, and it had thrones and dungeons, and it wasn't just the action features. This castle just captured your imagination. It could interact with good guys, bad guys. It actually became the goal of the play pattern, was to capture this castle. And it came with plenty of weapons for you to do that with, arming up all of your Masters of the Universe characters for the ultimate fight to gain entrance into this castle. Even the box art was amazing. The castle's been so iconic that pretty much every single Masters of the Universe toy line over the years has incorporated it in one way or another. From Mega Bloks to Masters of the Universe Classics to several of the reboots like the 2000X Castle and an upcoming Origins Castle Grayskull. And of course, most of pop culture knows it from the iconic moment on the Filmation show when both He-Man and She-Ra would make their magical transformation in front of this amazing castle. A welcome addition into the Hall of Fame of toys from the Geoffreys.
All right, wow, our first entry into the Hall of Fame, a playset the original Mattel Castle Grayskull. Now, I did not grow up with Masters of the Universe, but it's not lost on me on how special and iconic it is. Ryan, what does Castle Grayskull mean to you?
That's one of the earliest memories I have. Is I remember my cousin Joe. He got the Castle Grayskull, and it was just I just remember just being like in awe of this thing. It's gorgeous. It's cool. It's creepy. I mean, the idea that you got your hero's base, and it's like a big ugly skull, and it has like the trap door in there with the net. It's the swivel chair that activates it. There's just so much cool things with it, and the fact it opens up. There's just so much, and you buy Skeletor, you buy He-Man, you put the swords together. That's your key to open the drawbridge. I mean, yeah, that's a little like.
Stop.
You kind of need the toys.
Yeah. I didn't know where you were going. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem.
Was it?
Yeah, but I thought you were.
But the fact that you need them both, I thought that was actually kind of like, it's sneaky marketing.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's also such a cool feature.
Right.
And I mean, it did come with like a weapons rack and everything else. There was just so much play factor with that particular item that it really did change the game for how play sets were presented and made and what they could be. And I mean, I haven't even gotten into the box art yet, which is also just like,
it's like
amazing.
It's so iconic.
Yeah.
Now, I have a question for you.
Beautiful.
There's 3 key play sets in the vintage Masters of the Universe line. You've got Castle Grayskull, you got Snake Mountain, you've got Eternia. Now, Eternia is huge, and like, I feel like you're the only kid I know who ever even had it. Or did you buy that as an adult? I can't even remember.
No, I got it for Christmas. I came down, dude, this was like, okay, picture this Christmas. You're going downstairs. I'm in an old farmhouse, right?
Yes.
I go down.
I'm picturing
the tree's already lit. Everything's there. There's Castle Eternia. It was already set up. My dad stayed up. He set up that whole thing. The next thing I open, Ecto 1.
You're mad about Ecto 1 because you were like,
dude, it doesn't belong here. Look at it.
Why did they vote for this?
Why would my parents get me this when clearly I have an Eternia? But it was like,
that's amazing. That's amazing.
But I got Winston that same year, which completed my Ghostbusters, and so it was like, dude, it was a wild Christmas for me because it was like, what do I play with first, my Ghostbusters or my He-Man? Because it had everything there, and it was just dude.
And I think
it's a Christmas memory that's ingrained in my head, like so deep.
Right, and I think Eternia and Snake Mountain are both, those are Hall of Fame contenders for the future. But really, Castle Grayskull is you don't get the other ones without that, and like that iconic commercial, which we saw. Just, it's amazing. And by the way,
He-Man.
And also, Masters of the Universe is one of the greatest marketing schemes of all time, and it's still working. It's still working.
I swear that the people from Mattel, when they decided that they were going to like hire children's psychologists to do their marketing, it messed up an entire generation of kids.
Well, considering that you're 40 years old and look how you're spending your Sunday evening.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude! And on top of that, it's like, I still see He-Man the packaging, and it just like triggers a thing in my brain where it's like, I need that.
Yeah.
And I don't even know why.
You don't even know why. Yeah.
We've been brainwashed in this weird, fun way. I shouldn't say fun way. But
it's fun. It's kind of fun.
It's weird because it's like, is it a nostalgic thing, or am I just programmed to just buy He-Man?
Right.
And it could be a little bit of both.
Right. Well, listen, that's fun. Congratulations to our Hall of Fame entry, Castle Grayskull. Man, I think we might need to have another Hall of Fame entry. What do you think?
I'm ready. How about you?
Time? I've been ready. Let's go to the next one. I'm really excited about this. Here we go.
I'm not sure. You saved my life. Thank you.
You are alone?
I have 2 droids. We've come in search of a ship that crashed near here.
Maybe I can help you. I am Boba Fett. The ship you seek is nearby.
Are the Imperial troops near this planet?
They are here, friend, and growing more powerful.
Wars villain with his laser rifle. Boba Fett is not yet available in stores, but you can get him free with 4 proofs of purchase from any Star Wars action figures. Details on specially marked packs at participating stores. Offer ends May 31st. Star Wars action figures sold separately from Kenner.
All right. Whoa. How badass is Boba Fett? Getting more badass by the year. I love it. Let's talk about it. The original.
He's the greatest character ever created in cinema history.
Listen, the Kenner vintage Boba Fett, originally only available with 4 proofs of purchase, sending them in, getting them as a mail away. Obviously, this was before The Empire Strikes Back came out. And everybody knows about the rocket firing Boba Fett and some kid dying and all that stuff. But this was re-released.
Yeah, I think like 30 kids died that year from projectiles from toys.
Yeah,
I think that's what
crazy.
happened. They were all American, and then they ruined it for us Canadians. It's always how it goes.
I think that when it comes, if you were going to have one vintage Star Wars figure, listen, maybe Boba Fett isn't as iconic as Darth Vader. Maybe he is. Maybe he's more iconic. But to me, this is everything you need in an action figure. I mean, the design is cool. The paint job is great. Obviously, it's a little bit different than what we saw in the movies, but the Kenner paint job with that light blue suit and kind of that pale green, it's almost as iconic as the actual Boba Fett. I've seen this more than until this year. This was Boba Fett to me. So, Ryan, what's your memory of this? I did not have this as a kid. This is an adult.
What? I didn't either. I had to get him when I was older, but it was funny. Like, I think I got him by the time I was a teenager. And like, you know how it's like Power of the Force 2 came out, Shadows of the Empire. So now everyone's like hungry for Star Wars again.
Right.
And that's when I ended up getting this guy and I'm lucky I did because, I mean, they were a lot cheaper back in the early 90s, I'll tell you that.
Well, yeah, I mean, to get a complete Boba Fett these days could be $30, $40, $50, even $60. And especially now with the resurgence of Boba Fett and The Mandalorian and him getting his own show. But yeah, if you're not a Star Wars vintage collector and you just want to pick up a cool Star Wars vintage toy, I say start with Boba Fett.
That's a good one to start with. I also say start with Boba Fett. And to show how just kind of iconic this toy has become, now we're seeing modern day toys such as Hot Toys and even Star Wars Black Series. They're starting to do paint jobs of Boba Fett done in these Kenner colors.
Right.
So it just kind of shows you right there how how iconic and important this toy has been, because now people want a Boba Fett, even if it's super detailed, they still want it to look like this toy.
Yeah. And it's great. And of course, Slave One was an iconic vehicle in the Kenner line, and will continue to go up in price because, damn it, Slave One is back, and now, it's cool as it ever was. So, very
as long as it doesn't get, destroyed in season 2, I think we're okay.
As long as it doesn't get all razor crested. Listen, congratulations to Boba Fett, our second entry into the Hall of Fame.
What's up, guys? Daniel Logan, Boba Fett here. Me and the Geoffrey Awards wanted to show off and showcase a few of the Boba Fett helmets that I have in my collection. Well, guys, starting off, I have the Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett green helmet. Obviously, this is the infamous beautiful green, okay? It has the yellow stripes, mixes into the orange. Moving along, we then have the Jango Fett, which is obviously the steel with the blue, with the black stripes. Everyone knows this one, obviously, from the beautiful, wonderful Episode 2 Attack of the Clones. But my favorite And I have to say, the one I cherish most of all of my helmets has to be my prototype Boba Fett helmet. And I tell you why, but you can already see it. This is one of the only helmets that looks so beautifully signed that no matter close or far, this helmet makes a statement. Well guys, I believe I'm one of the first people to have the prototype signed by multiple cast members, from the late Jeremy Bullock all the way to Ewan McGregor and multiple others. So the reason why I love my prototype the most is because it's the one that has the most autographs. Alright, so I hope I'm not persuading anyone to go to the light side or the dark side, but all I can say is that the prototype is the way to go. I have spoken.
Wow, this atmosphere backstage is absolutely incredible. I just witnessed what I can only say is the most electrifying musical performance I have ever seen. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles musical Mutagen tour just took place inside, and I'm gonna need this spotchka right now because I am completely lit on fire by that performance. I've never seen Michelangelo like that. I couldn't believe that Raph was there after all the drama backstage between the guys. They closed the set with Pizza Power, and it literally had me coming out of my shell. Back to y'all.
Man, I'm really enjoying tonight, man. Today was such a fun day, putting some of this stuff together and really capping off a fun year of toys. I mean, just toy hunting this year was it was kind of wild. So I put together a little package for everybody to kind of show off a little bit of the insanity that I've gone through and some of the stuff that I've put together. So let's look at it right now. Hey, if everybody's talking about their favorite toys of 2020, I got to show off some of mine. Welcome to the toy room. I've put a lot of work into this thing this year, so come on in. I've got my Star Wars autograph corner. I just started putting these collections together this year. We got Daisy Ridley, we got Felicity Jones, we got Natalie Portman, Hayden Christensen, and others. Really proud of my autograph collection, but hey, this is a toy show. We're not talking autographs today. That'll be for next year. All right, come on in. So this has been an incredible year for collecting. So why don't we start off with a bang here? We've got Snake Mountain from Super 7. Just took this thing out of the box on Christmas Day. Absolutely unreal. Playset of the year. Probably playset of the decade. Maybe the best playset of all time. When we get to the other side, we'll take another look at it. Absolutely incredible. Masters of the Universe Classics came to an end this year. Super 7 went out with a bang with Snake Mountain. Look how much bigger it is. Castle Grayskull's up there. It's way bigger than Castle Grayskull even. Okay, come over to the NECA shelf. Now, I'm in the middle of redesigning my Ninja Turtles NECA section. So I got a lot of stuff that isn't even open yet, but up here we've got movie figures, we've got animated figures, and then if you pan down just a little bit, I got stuff still in the box. We got Krang's Android Body just came out. Take a look at that guy. Oh my God, look at that. This is amazing. This is going to be figure of the year next year. Actually, when it came out this year, I don't know what to do. So I'm going to carry Krang a little bit. So Ninja Turtles, NECA, they're absolutely killing it. We got some more stuff up there. You guys have seen this stuff on Instagram. We've got the real Ghostbusters shelf here. Obviously, 2020 wasn't quite the year we thought it was going to be for Ghostbusters, but that is okay. 2021 is going to be big. We'll have more toys, more Ghostbusters coming out. Absolutely. Now, a big thing for me this year has been my Star Wars Black Series collection. Let's pan the light over. Check this out. Let me come over here. Black Series is absolutely on fire in my life. I mean, we've got Mandalorian. We've got Rogue One. We've got all the sequels. We got the prequels. You know, one of my favorite figures of this year, let me find it. There is a groundbreaking... here it is. Take a look at that. Attack of the Clones, Count Dooku. That's just a good figure. Okay? We got prequel figures this year. Come on. Absolutely loving what is going on with Star Wars Black Series. I did say I wasn't going to be doing any, trooper building or army building, but check down there. We got Remnant Stormtroopers, Target exclusives, and if you pan up just a little bit, we've got the growing Lightning Collection. It's been an awesome year of collecting toys. I cannot wait to see what happens in 2021 because I'm ready. I'm ready for Star Wars. I'm ready for Turtles, Ghostbusters, G.I. Joe Classified, Power Rangers. Bring it on. There's not a line I won't collect. Look at that. I don't even like G.I. Joe. Look at that. Classifieds. You want Baroness? I got Baroness. You want Hasbro Pulse exclusive Cobra Troopers? Cobra Commanders? I don't even know what they're called. I got them all. I love it. And I love the Geoffreys. And I love you. But mostly, I love toys. All right, back to the show. So that's me. I when I watched that, I realized I am insane. I am not normal. There's nothing about me that's normal. Like, I come into this toy room and I'm just like, I'm hyper and I want to like play with everything and then rearrange everything and then like knocks things over and then build it back up. I just love it. It gets me so damn hyped. So thank you guys for letting me be part of your life. I'm hosting this and then I'm cutting to me. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Fun running the show.
But thank you for the tour, Craig.
Yeah, no problem. So I think it's time to maybe give out another award. What do you think? I always ask you.
I love awards.
Awards are cool. So obviously we're recognizing the best of the best this year, but some things maybe fell a little bit short of expectations. So let's go to Abby. Let's see what she has to say and find out what's next.
Hello. Yes, is this Geoffrey? I was wondering what an opportunity for growth was. Oh, it means it's a toy that's not quite as good as it was expected to be and maybe needs some tweaks? Thanks, Geoffrey. I really appreciate that. Wow, it's so cool to know what the OFG award means. It's really neat to not be mean to toys and say it's the worst toy of the year. It's better to say it has some room for growth. So let's find out which toys needed maybe a little tweak this year. And the nominees for the Opportunity for Growth Award are Star Wars Black Series Carbonized Trooper, Star Wars The Vintage Collection Carbon Chamber, McFarlane DC Superman Animated, Star Wars Black Series Holiday Range Trooper. And the Opportunity for Growth Award goes to Star Wars Vintage Collection Carbon Freezing Chamber. Yay! You guys should make it better! Boo!
All right, the OFG, the Opportunity for Growth Award. Now, the Star Wars Vintage Collection Carbon Freezing Chamber was something when it was originally announced. Ryan, were you pretty excited about it at first?
Well, let's be honest and transparent here.
Okay.
First I just want to say thank you, Abby, for presenting that, and as well as because I'm trying to dodge the question. The so when it was announced, before we even saw it, it was just announced, and I was just like, oh man, awesome! Because the first thing I had in my headcanon was that it was going to be like the one from Power of the Force 2, that playset from like 98, 99. And I was like, this is going to be like that, only more detailed. And I was they showed the photo and I was like, all I could see is half of that and a staircase. And I was just a little bummed out, and the whole thing they're like, if you buy 2 of them you can complete it, and it was just like, okay, that's great way to do some marketing and sell some extra ones so that they're not like just collecting dust kind of thing, and that's cool. But I was thinking about like this giant tube with 2 giant staircases, and I think less would have been a little more with that. And okay, but that's just, again, this is all based on opinion and as well, so don't come after me. Actually, do if you want to. I really don't care. But this is my opinion. I do think there was opportunity for growth there. Yes. But whoever enjoys it, I really hope you enjoy it. And we are not, trying to dogpile on you.
Well, listen, I thought it was awful the second I saw it. And then I saw some videos of it and I was like, oh, it's somehow worse than I imagined. It's it's like thin and huge, and it's mostly steps. And I said, there is no way I'm ever buying the damn carbon chamber from Vintage Collection. They're not getting my money. But then...
And we know what that means.
Here it is. Listen, should I unbox this like live? Like, I figured if we're giving it an award, I have to own it because it's part of the awards. This is how I rationalize it.
The only thing that makes me upset is that you don't own 2.
Well, maybe I'll get 2. Where would I even put such a giant thing? I don't even know. Listen, while I open this, let me talk a little bit about what my issue actually is with this. And it's very much along the lines with what Ryan was just saying. First of all, vintage collection collectors and fans, they're having a tough time already in life, okay? It's not always easy.
Black Series Junior is not getting the love it deserves.
Right.
Okay? Let's make that clear.
Black Series Junior is they don't make all the characters you want, limited release, and when they do make new stuff, it's usually from Mandalorian, and when they do make something really cool, you gotta shell out $400 and then wait a year to get it. So, it is a little bit harder being a vintage collection fan these days. But, having said that, they're trying, and we do have the hallway coming, okay?
Okay, I know we just said, like, this is just a stairwell, but the next one is just a hallway, and I think that is amazing. And I don't know why.
See, what am I going to do with all this? What is this? No, I'm just kidding.
Those are the pipes for your dreams of what Black Series Junior could be.
It did come with the Stormtrooper. I didn't even know that. There you go.
Maybe I do want it.
I think, listen, I'm not going to put this together right now, but I think the whole thing about it was knowing what the Power of the Force version was and knowing what it could have been, maybe left a little bit of room for growth. And that's why we called it we didn't call it worst figure. We called it the opportunity for growth. And that's what it was.
Hey guys, it's always ready, Matt Cardona, the host of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, aka the $1,000 Broski, aka the Michael Jordan of wrestling figure collecting. 2020 has been a wild ride for collecting. I saw the final Zack Ryder WWE release. It was a Ringside Collectibles exclusive, the Edgeheads 3-in-1, but I helped design it. I created it. It was my creation, so that was super cool. Also helped design and create the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast Ringside Collectibles figures, the Pro Wrestling Tees Micro Brawlers figures, and the Super 7 Ultimate figures. So those are really cool. And besides wrestling, there were the Hasbro Ghostbusters, which were okay. The Star Wars Black Series, and especially the Star Wars Vintage Collection. I just kind of dove in headfirst on those. Got like 100 of them in a week. So I'm pretty excited and nervous to continue that line. But 2020, it was great for figures. So let's see what happens in 2021.
In that award. And I know people worked really hard in designing it, and the Hasbro Star Wars team is amazing. Obviously, we're both huge Star Wars fans, but it just didn't butter my sandwich the way I thought it was going to.
Yeah, that's true. There was not enough cheese on that taco for me.
Nope. Not enough chicken tenders in the chicken tender basket for me.
Not enough taters in my tots.
Yes. Not enough ketchup in the ketchup factory. We could go on all day. We really could.
And we will.
And we will if you don't stop us. No, I honestly think it's time for another Hall of Fame inductee. And I'm really excited about this one. This is something that I always... Well, let me not spoil it. Let's go to the tape.
The Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battles to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. The Transformers, more than meets the eye. Transformers, robots in disguise.
Attack the Autobot commander! Call in an Decepticon leader!
Transformers, more than meets the eye.
Transformers, sold separately from Hasbro.
All right, there it is. Optimus Prime, the G1 first generation, one of the most iconic toys of all time. Now, listen, I'm no Transformers fan. In fact, I don't think I even like Transformers, but I'm a toy enthusiast, and I understand and I have reverence for the history and the import. It was important to a lot of people in my age bracket, right? And Optimus Prime obviously he's the main character of Transformers, and he's a semi-truck, and then he's a transformer. And can you tell I have no idea what I'm talking about here?
But dude, you're doing great. I love hearing you talk about Transformers, because you talking about Transformers in such a bright light is like Bill Burr getting put in a Star Wars show.
Oh, right. Right. Yeah. Like, here's the thing. I don't know anything about Transformers. It means nothing to me. Okay. But like I said, I know that Optimus Prime is a Hall of Fame toy. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Can you
know
tell me
nothing
why?
about sports, but I know Wayne Gretzky is the greatest of all time.
There you go. But what sport?
Oh, I think it's like baseball or something.
Ryan, what do you know about G1 Optimus Prime? Does this mean anything to you?
Honestly, I was also not a Transformer guy. I'm still not a Transformer guy, but they would be really naive for me to say that, Generation 1 Optimus Prime does not belong in the Hall of Fame, because he 100% does. He should be part of the first Hall of Fame. He's a very important figure for a lot of people. And what's really crazy is that he's a character that gets re-released kind of over and over, and it's still highly sought after and admired, and people still want it. So, I think with that kind of longevity in any character, in any toy line, he's the one that started it all. He's the one that belongs in the Hall of Fame.
Yes, and I don't know if we'll ever put another Transformer in our Hall of Fame, but Optimus Prime is there. So there you have it.
Maybe. I honestly do believe there's more than one that should be in the Hall of Fame at a certain point. Let's see where we are 5 years from now, and we'll do a Transformer count.
5 years. All right, cool. Well, let's not pull any punches here. Let's go to our next Hall of Famer for 2020, and to help us out, an owner of the podcast, Jacob Walsh. Jacob, take it away.
I'm here to educate you, yeah. Give you a little bit of the 411, the information. School you just a little bit, yeah. You didn't think when the Yes Have Some podcast were hosting the first annual 2020 Geoffrey Awards, yeah, that the Macho Man Randy Savage wouldn't have something to say about it, did you? Mm-hmm. Well, let me tell you, the Macho Man knows a little something about Hall of Fame, yeah, and I'm here to tell you about the greatest toy line that ever existed, yeah. 65 million years in the making. Let's go faster, yeah! I'm talking about the greatest toy ever lived. And you might be like Macho Man. How does a toy live? Haven't you ever seen Toy Story? Yeah! Whenever you're out of the room, this toy rules the roost. Ooh, yeah! When I was just a little macho tot, cruising the aisles of Toys R Us, the thing I dreamt about day and night was this toy. I'm walking around with my Toys R Us cart, and what do I put in it? Ooh, yeah! I'm talking about the Jurassic Park 1993 toy line, yeah! And the cream of the crop. I'm talking about the Tyrannosaurus Rex. All you other toy lines laying in the middle of the ring, when all of a sudden, from the top of the electric fence, with an elbow drop, comes the Tyrannosaurus Rex, yeah. And then he gets the pin. 1, 2, 3, securing his spot in the 2020 Geoffrey Awards Hall of Fame. Ooh, yeah!
Wow. That was it. That was the T-Rex, the Kenner Jurassic Park T-Rex. Jake, thank you. That was amazing. So we appreciate everything that you've done.
If anyone else did that, I wouldn't believe them. You know what I mean? Like, there's something about Jake talking about like T-Rexes and dinosaurs in Jurassic Park in general that it just feels more legit.
Yeah. boy, thinking back, I was a huge fan of the Kenner Jurassic Park line. Obviously, I was a fan of the movie Jurassic Park when it came out. But I don't believe I owned the original release T-Rex. I mean, it's iconic. It has the dino damage. It's big. It's got a great design. I definitely had a lot of the, I had some of the raptors. I had a lot of the humans, had some of the vehicles, but I never had the T-Rex. But when we put up our poll, and yes, have some group therapy, it was near the top. It almost got the most votes. So, obviously,
yep,
it means a lot to a lot of people. And when it comes to dinosaur toys, it's one of the more iconic figures of all time. Super happy that it made it to the Hall of Fame.
Yep, I'm happy too. I didn't own any Jurassic Park toys when it came out. By that time, I was really more into collecting X-Men and stuff. But again, I just remember so clearly how cool all those dinosaurs looked on the shelf, especially when Jurassic Park first came out. And Jurassic Park, the movie itself, had a huge impact on me and what I do now as an adult. So,
what do you do?
It makes me really happy.
Do you spend your off days extracting DNA from mosquitoes?
I dust things. I just dust. I got a lot of toys here. They need dusting.
There. So you're like Alan Grant.
I'm like Alan Grant, just dusting.
Is that what you think he was a duster?
He just dusts. That's it.
Hey, y'all, I just had to tell you this little hot tidbit. The Beskar Mandalorian just showed up without his soft goods on. Now, I tell you what, that is a signature look right there. He is famous for those soft goods. People are not happy back here at the after party. I don't know where those soft goods are. I wanted to touch them myself. I can't get a hold of him. He's very busy. Beskar Mandalorian, where are your soft goods? Why aren't you wearing them?
What a fun award show this is. Hi everybody, I'm Troy Benjamin, the co-host of the Interdimensional Crossword Podcast, and I am here. I'm so thankful to be here. I don't know why I'm here, but I'm thankful to be here. This is the only award show where I can wear flannel pants and not get laughed at. But yes, I am here for the segment in the show where I would like everybody out there to, in the comments section, do hashtag ProtonStream. Hashtag ProtonStream. As many times. I'm just kidding. We're not going to do that. I am here to talk about this bad boy. That's right, the Spangler's Neutronoan from Hasbro. This is one of the coolest role-playing toys. It is up for a Geoffrey, and if there's ever a toy that is more deserving of a Geoffrey, a giant giraffe statue, it's this guy right here. I mean, you kick this thing on and you're immediately a Ghostbuster. This is the craziest thing that's ever happened to Ghostbusters fans and kids alike. Spangler's Neutronoan from Hasbro, up for a Geoffrey. I hope it wins tonight. I hope I win. Am I nominated? I'm not nominated for anything. Anyway, enjoy the award show. What do I do now? Shit.
I'm going to collect all of the members of this Hall of Fame.
You're insane.
No, but I've got some of them already, but I need to buy a G1 Optimus Prime and a T-Rex.
Yeah, okay. The T-Rex is, for someone who's in space danger, I think a T-Rex is exactly what you need.
It's so long. You can't put that in a DTOF. You can't.
You can't. You're going to have to move something in one of your special shelves.
Yeah. Listen, We're moving through here. It's time for another award, and I'm really excited about this. We are going to be giving out the Toy Line of the Year award.
Ooh.
And this is a big one.
Who's it going to be?
This is a meaningful.
This is big.
This is a meaningful award, and obviously we're very passionate about these toy lines. And as much as we love vintage toys, obviously it's the modern stuff that's still coming out. That's what gets us to the stores on a weekly basis, has us hunting online, has us at Target yelling at the employees. We don't need to be doing that.
It has us going online and saying, hey, my kids are dying, send me a toy. Right?
So we're not me, but I've seen it. I've seen it.
Yeah, we've seen it. Yeah,
I've seen it.
It's not us, but okay.
So very excited. Abby, why don't you help us out and tell us what's going on for Toy Line of the Year?
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Toy Room. I am so excited to present the award for Best Toy Line tonight. The Geoffrey Awards are something that
people have wanted and needed for a long, long time. And yes, Have Some Podcast is so happy to bring them to you. I personally made these giraffes gold, and they're ready to be given out for the best toy line of the year. I know that there's toy companies out there that have been battling and waiting to put this giraffe on their shelf or on their mantles. So let's do it. It's time to give away the Best Toy Line Award. The nominees for Best Toy Line are G.I. Joe Classified, Star Wars Black Series, Masters of the Universe Origins, NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters Plasma Series. And the award for Best Toy Line goes to NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Come on down and get your Golden Geoffrey Award, y'all. Congrats.
Wow, there it is. Toy Line of the Year, NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, before we talk about that, let's acknowledge the other toy lines that were up, because really there was some stiff competition this year. And even some of the toy lines that didn't get nominated, we should probably acknowledge. So Ghostbusters Plasma Series, G.I. Joe Classified, Star Wars Black Series, Masters of the Universe Origins, all had amazing years. I mean, Black Series killed it across the board. So many great releases. Masters of the Universe Origins, an amazing comeback for vintage style Masters of the Universe figures. I adore them. They're bright, they're colorful, and that line is poised to really have a big 2021. G.I. Joe Classifieds, listen, hard to find, causing a lot of stress in the toy community. Ghostbusters Plasma Series, we love Ghostbusters. I adore that line. Seeing Hasbro do Black Series style Ghostbusters figures was really incredible. But I don't know.
And we talked about it. I think, to me, the reason why, if in case anyone's kind of curious, that's not a Ghostbusters fan necessarily, and I know we've heard a lot of other guys on YouTube and stuff saying, well, this is a line I'm not going to collect. For Craig and I, we've dreamed about Hasbro doing a line of Legends style, Black Series style Ghostbusters figures. For us to get them, it's a big deal to us, and this is our award show, and that's why it's on here.
There it is, and they did a great job. I mean, Tully's Terrible Night, and then obviously something like the Plasma Series Spangler one. It's part of that series, so it counts. And then, I mean, I thought that the Zool figure, the Dana Barrett figure, was by far the best Zool that we've gotten so far. So, but really, NECA Ninja Turtles was across the board. Just the clear winner. Like, it's not even a contest really this year. But I'm excited because joining us right now to talk about it in depth is Trevor Zammit. Now, Trevor works for NECA. He's a sculptor, he's a designer, and he's also the brand manager for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So who else could be talking about NECA Turtles in a more informed fashion than Trevor Zammit? So let's cut to Trevor right now and see what he has to say and see how excited he is to win one of these guys. All right, joining us, Trevor Zammit from NECA, the brand manager for Ninja Turtles. Now, I haven't sent this to you yet, but you will be receiving the Golden Geoffrey in the mail. Wow. Now, listen, a lot of work went into this. Okay.
I can tell, yeah. Wow.
I like telling, after spray painting a $5 giraffe, and I'm telling the sculptor of all these Turtles toys that a lot of work went into this.
Yeah, that's great. What an honor.
But we did recognize the Ninja Turtles line from NECA as Toy Line of the Year, and we wanted to bring you on and just thank you and say 2020 was awful for a lot of people for a lot of reasons, but you helped. You and your team helped make it that much more bearable by putting out really one of the, the continuation of one of the more incredible toy lines we've ever seen. So thank you, first of all.
Yeah, thank you and congratulations. I mean, this was also my first year of getting a NECA turtle. So,
oh, wow.
I mean, yeah, it's a special year.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah, thanks. I'm glad you guys enjoy the line. Like, we make this for collectors and we make it for basically ourselves. You know, like, we just wanted to make, me especially, I just wanted to work on turtle toys, that the ones I've always wanted, you know. So yeah, hopefully that comes across like in the final product. Like, you know, there's some cool stuff like Token Razar and Super Shredder this year. Jason Fraley sculpted those, and Jeff Trapp and John Wardell, and those guys painted I like art directed a lot of that stuff now. But yeah, the NECA team is great. We try to just make the coolest figures we can.
Yeah, for sure. And we were talking about it earlier. I mean, this all kind of started at Toy Fair this year, where started off with a bang. We saw Token Razar for the first time. We saw Super Shredder, and kind of got a little bit of a taste of what was going to be happening with the animated figures. But really across the board, like, everything that you guys teased and displayed at Toy Fair has come out this year. Some of it was hard to find. Some of it wasn't hard to find. I mean, listen, some of it I'm finding, and I wasn't even looking yet. But yesterday, I'm at Target, and I get Baxter and Splinter, and I found Krang's android body as well. So I don't know. Excellent. Yeah, so you guys absolutely killed it. And I mean, if you could just take us back a little bit, when you guys are planning out a year like 2020 with so many iconic releases, how long are you in the planning stages? Because there's a huge lead time to get stuff sculpted and designed and into the factory. So what we saw this year, like, how long was the stuff in the works?
You know, the planning stage is funny because it's, you know, the planning stage is like a couple of days. It's like, we'll come up with a list of, here's everything we want to try and, you know, can we get this out? We try and space everything, you know, so every couple of months we hope to hit, you know, those shipping dates. We work back from there, but it's like, we should definitely let's do Token Razar now, you know, because we've done pretty much everything from the first movie is done, and we just wanted to move on to, like, the obvious choices were Token Razar, Super Shredder. Yeah, so it was like, okay, we're just going to make those next. And like, whenever the sculptors are free, like whenever their schedules kind of open up, you assume it's going to take like 4 to 6 weeks, I guess, to do a sculpture. So you just try to budget everyone's time like accordingly. And then every now and then we'll get like really hung up, like obsessed on details. You know, you're watching the movie like frame by frame and trying to just going through every picture you can find in like an old book or a magazine, and anything that's online that people have like posted, you know, pictures of like the Henson suits or like at the Henson studio. You just want to comb through every image to make sure you're not missing anything. You know, so that 4 weeks can easily kind of get stretched out just because you're sitting there just obsessing over, you know, every little kind of detail. But yeah, it's somehow like with all the pandemic stuff that happened this year, like we didn't have too many delays at the factory. You know, once everything got sent over there, like the factories kind of got back up and running, and they just wanted orders. They just wanted business to keep coming in. So it was almost like we were trying to just play catch up here because everyone's working from home now. It's we got, you know, things here got much more kind of chaotic, you know. But yeah, luckily, like that stuff came out with relatively like, and normally we go over there, like someone will go to China to like do QC. Like we have one of our guys on the floor, like, you know, like at the factory just doing inspections, and like we didn't have that this year. So everything was, you know, going through samples and through photographs and emails and everything. And that causes a little bit of a delay. But yeah, I don't know if they came out and they turned out pretty good despite like all the new kind of hurdles we had to clear. You know?
Well, yeah, I think it's a testament to how much passion you guys have about what you're doing, and to be able to get a new Krang's android body in 2020. By the way, I didn't I think those are maybe hitting a little bit earlier than they were supposed to. I don't know, but like to end the year with something so iconic in a year where we already got Token Razar, we already got Super Shredder. Does it put pressure on you guys to follow up? I mean, I know you're already teasing some of the 2021 stuff. I don't know. They're kind of official announcements, but you kind of have to be like, smart about it with the way you look at the, you guys did the 12 days of downloads.
Sure. We snuck in, there's a few little Easter eggs, sort of like, things that got on the checklist. I think it was the cartoon checklist.
It was.
We showed, it was like right next to Krang's android body is Chrome Dome, and Chrome Dome is like properly like scaled up. He's I think he's just almost 10 inches tall. So it puts his eye line, like if you have our street scene diorama, it puts his eye line like pretty much right at that middle shelf.
Cool.
So he's
very cool.
Like,
that's so
just
rad.
like on the cartoon, he's like gigantic.
Yeah.
So,
Then we've got the frogs coming, and then the disguised turtles. So, like, I mean, I don't know how much. I don't want to get into that stuff too much, but I would just say for everybody, keep your eyes open for official announcements. They're coming.
This is sort of like, Toy Fair's canceled, I guess, so it'll be an online virtual thing. But this is just, something to sort of, just to get you excited for like things that are going to be, whatever our virtual Toy Fair is going to be in February. This is like a little teaser.
Well, like I said, man, this year, and the reason why we gave you guys Toy Line of the Year, I guess I should tell you who you were up against, so you could know who you demolished. So it was you guys, Ghostbusters Plasma Series, G.I. Joe Classified, Star Wars Black Series, and Masters of the Universe Origins.
That's stiff competition, man.
Some good competition, and then obviously we talked, there's a lot of toy lines going on right now, and people seem to be buying more toys than ever. So I just want to say thank you. And again, we haven't even talked about the Tour Turtles. Like, that's almost like it feels like it was 5 years ago, even though it was like 4 months ago or whatever. But
it sure does.
just an incredible year, and we can't wait to see what 2021 brings, and to see if you could be the first. Like, it's like Michael Jordan trying to go for the repeat, trying to see if you could bring home another title, another golden Geoffrey. I think you guys can do it. I think you guys can do it. So
already with one of those things I saw on the checklist, I was like, these guys, they're looking at me.
It really is like there is some really cool stuff for next year, and we're even like kind of into 2022 now, and the stuff is just getting cooler and cooler looking. So
without obviously, I'm not going to ask you to reveal anything, but as a tease, can you think of one thing that hasn't been announced yet that you just know is going to blow our minds?
Oh boy.
All you have to do is say yes. We'll be like, yes.
There's definitely, I mean, for me personally, like the Chrome Dome one, I was very excited that we had shown that, because that was one that I was thinking like by next year's Toy Fair, things will have settled down. We'll be back at Javits, and like, we're just going to have this massive like Chrome Dome prototype just kind of towering over the other figures. So that for sure, I think, was what I was kind of planning on being like a showstopper kind of figure. But yeah, Punk Frogs, those are some of my personal favorites. I love those. Boy, is there something that hasn't been announced? We've talked about the van a little bit, and we've talked about
kind of like
that's exciting.
I feel like it's one of those things, like, people think it's coming, they think they know it's coming, but until you see those pictures, it's like, is this really a thing? But I think, just to kind of wrap it up, what you guys have been able to do with like pre-orders and kind of go in that direct to consumer route, by all accounts, it was really successful. And I mean, that's just amazing that you guys like pivoted and were able to kind of like figure stuff out kind of as you went and navigated this year. So
yeah, that's one thing I do like about NECA is they can kind of turn quickly if things like, definitely no one had planned for what happened with 2020, right? No one saw this coming.
Not at all.
Yeah, luckily, like Token and Razar, we were able to just get those out direct. We do have a movie April figure, the Judith Hogue figure, that will be coming out this year, and I do believe that will also be like just pre-orders, like you don't have to deal with like getting in the store and missing it or anything. It's that'll be like sold on our website, and that one we haven't shown yet, and I just saw pictures from the factory. Like I should be getting test shot like samples within the next week or two, and that the Judith figure is another like huge fan favorite.
Oh yeah,
people have been asking for years like when we're going to get to do the movie April, and it's
happening. It's amazing.
It's happening, and should be in the next few months. Like should be ready to go up for pre-order. So, but I don't have all those details. So, that'll be a good one.
Again, what else can you say? There's nothing else to say, I don't think, other than you guys killed it. We appreciate it as fans. We know how much work goes into it, and just thank you. Just wanted to thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah,
it means a lot. Like I'm glad people are enjoying the work we do, because that's cool. Yeah.
Hey, my wallet doesn't thank you. Bing.
Yeah.
I mean it's crazy. Well, Trevor, we thank you, dude. We'll catch up again for a more long form chat about toys. And you're a collector as well. I mean, I guess I should ask you, separate from what you do with NECA, I mean, was there anything specifically that came out this year that got you really excited?
There's a few things. I love the Spider-Verse, the Miles Morales movie. And I think it's May Effects that they still haven't shipped yet. I bought mine off of Big Bad or something, but there's like the Peter B. Parker and Miles Morales figures. Those are really cool. I have a lot of Marvel Legend and Black Series. Anything like Mandalorian is great.
Yeah.
What was something else that I got this year that was real cool? Looking around. What is it? Even just like Back to the Future stuff that we're making is
it's the best.
I have nothing to do with those. Like I just pretty much work on Turtles all day, but the Back to the Future stuff is great.
I mean, I think that'll be, we've been waiting for that scale of Back to the Future figure art. I don't want to speak for everybody. I've been waiting for it my whole life. So to get, 4 figures immediately with Doc Brown right around the corner, like it's again, like dream come true type stuff.
Yeah, it's super cool. So yeah, I don't know. There's a couple, I like having all those old 90s like Toy Biz figures, like the Marvel Legends that are like where they're going through and doing like you can get all of X-Force, all of X Factor, like that Strong Guy Build-A-Figure, like that stuff is all. I don't like Venom that much, but the Venom pool Build-A-Figure is awesome. It's just such a cool toy,
the Strong Guy wave is a very strong wave. And I'm gonna own it. That's a pun, like straight up. I think that was because I'm a big Marvel Legends guy and I'm a big X-Men fan too. So to get those characters plus Strong Guy, like I didn't even think that was ever really going to happen. So
I know that was one you'd see people online like just doing customs because it just seemed so like such an obscure character sort of. But,
right.
And that Sugar Man figure was crazy. Like I spent a lot of money on Hasbro this year. Like
you and me both.
All of us.
Oh my god!
I mean, between Legends, Black Series, Vintage Collection, HasLab. We were saying earlier that we think next year with Mandalorian's popularity, I think Vintage Collection could have a really big year next year if they have proper releases. Although our worst toy of the year award went to this damn carbon chamber that I just opened. the carbon freezing chamber. No, not worst toy. The needs improvement award. I can't remember what we called it.
No, opportunity for growth award.
That's what we called it. That's what.
That sounds great.
Yeah. But well, listen, Trevor, man, this was great. Thank you so much. I'll get your golden Geoffrey in the mail. Although with the mail these days, it could be months.
Yeah,
might get it in March. We'll see.
You never know.
And we'll make sure to stay tuned to everything you guys got going on, and we'll be looking forward to more turtles in the near future.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right. Thanks, Trevor.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi. Jake Stevens here from forlomdezuckus.com. You know, the upcoming Geoffreys has me thinking a lot about 2020 in retrospect. For many of us, 2020 was equal parts exciting, confusing, frustrating, and even sad. And you know what? The same kind of applies to action figure collecting this year. And whether you were looking for figures in stores, bricks and mortar stores, could have been frustrated, or how about toys that sold out in mere seconds online? We have toys that sold out in mere seconds online and then were offered again by the company. You have shipping in 2020 was hit and miss. So you had figures who shipped like this, or you had figures that still haven't shipped at all. But there were some great things about 2020. We have some cool new lines that debuted, and of course we have lines that have continued. So overall, 2020 was a hit and miss year, depending on what you were collecting. So here's hoping 2021 is a much better year, and you have all the luck. Have a great Geoffreys, you guys, and we'll talk to you soon.
Hey y'all, I'm between my two favorite Darth Mauls. I love Darth Maul. I love the Phantom Menace. I love Anakin Skywalker. I love the journey that he goes on through these 3 movies, from Phantom Menace to Attack of the Clones. I can't stop buying stuff from these movies. A, it's readily available. It's pretty inexpensive. You go to a flea market, garage sale, eBay even. During our eBay hangs, I basically bought so much shit from the prequels. It's kind of growing out of my shelf display here. Let me get down and show you some of the things that I absolutely love. I got this for my birthday this year. It's a Queen Amidala inflatable chair. I want to be this girl. I want these shoes. I want these jeans. The Feed. What I need is some Feed hanger. This is a playset. It's awesome, but kind of not that great. But the package itself I really love. I love having it on display. Another Feed generator complex here with the stupid Trooper. This is something that I've taken out of the box, but I'll show you the box anyway. It's a Jabba the Hutt 2-headed exclusive announcer with real skin feel. I thought this was the one that squirted the gel, but do I have that one inside here? Do I have like multiples? All right, awesome. There's Jabba. There's the Jabba Glob Play Gel, because you should always have gel. It makes every toy better. You get it in the carpet. It's sticky. It's gross. You put it in your hair. Anakin is fully posable. Let's take a look at his dumb hand there. And also, why not get some toothpaste? Because I like crossover merchandise. I like stuff that is edible, stuff that is for your bathroom toiletry, stuff that's also from your favorite movies. I love collecting this stuff because I went and saw The Phantom Menace in the movie theater when it came out, but I didn't have any of the stuff. It wasn't a part of my life, so there's something it feels complete and satisfactory, like a missing piece in my life, to go back and collect all these things and put them on the shelf. Also, I want to shout out to my friend Hal Clay, because this is Yes Have Some, and we always give Hal Clay a shout out. He provided this amazing C-3PO Pepsi special edition Japanese thing. It's beautiful. Also, all of these Taco Bell cups I got for my birthday this year from Hal. They make me so happy. My favorite one is this R2-D2, because it's really like, if you want to hold it, you got to put your fingers between his legs, which is weird and sexual, and that's one of the reasons why I like Attack of the Clones. Speaking of which, look at these Valentines with oh god, did I just drop one? I'm so sorry. I don't like sand, but I do love Anakin, and I love Hayden Christensen. I love everything about the prequels, and I think they're actually maturing into like a really good place right now, and people are like, it's a good vintage. we're far enough away from it to like really appreciate and love it. And I fucking absolutely love it. I want this shelf to grow. I'd like to have it be an entire room at some point. I was looking at like a 5 foot tall Jar Jar Binks Pepsi cardboard cutout. I'm gonna buy it. Or you can buy it for me and send it to me. The 2020 Geoffreys are something that we really wanted to give you guys because toys give a lot back to us. So thank you so much for watching and keep buying toys.
Wow, dude, awesome. Trevor, great guy. That was great. I mean, to be able to talk toys with the guy who's like, he's got everything. He's got the answers. He's got the secrets. And
he knows what's coming and he knows what's going, you know?
It does. Congrats to NECA on really across the board. The entire company killed it this year.
They blew it away, and I think it all started again at Toy Fair when you guys were there, and we got that first look at a lot of cool stuff coming, and I think it just got like they really kicked off the year with excitement. I think, like, I hate to say it, more so than any other toy company kind of did, and the toy companies came in strong and hard right at Toy Fair this year. Like, I don't think there was a lot of slouches, you know, dragging their feet there. Like, but NECA, there's something about the way their display was, who they unveiled, and even just the demand for the figures this year was unreal. Like, not too many other toy lines. Maybe Classified was the only other one that I kind of feel like had that crazy foaming at the mouth, nerds going crazy, like, you know, look to it. But I think more so with NECA because it felt like everybody needed everybody.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter if it was a movie figure or if it was an animated figure. People just wanted it, and people were losing their mind trying to get them. So
and NECA also did a really good job halfway through the year, went to more of a pre-order system similar to Super 7. So it made getting something like Token Razar a little bit easier. But yeah, they killed it across the board. And by all looks, 2021 is going to be another stellar year for Ninja Turtles for NECA. So, but hey, before we move on, we have to acknowledge some of the other toy lines that didn't even get nominated. I mean, Marvel Legends had an incredible year.
Absolutely.
You know, Super 7 Ninja Turtles, like, amazing figures, but they just put out those first 4. We're going to get multiple waves in 2021. I would not be surprised if Super 7 gets nominated for Toy Line of the Year next year.
Absolutely, and I think they're going to end up doing more figures as well. Like, I don't know. I feel like the moment they start making characters like Scratch, I think people are going to go bonkers.
Yeah.
Like, I think once they start getting into that kind of realm of figures and stuff, even if they did like movie Turtles, but they made them look like Playmates, but still better.
Right.
I think that would make people kind of go crazy as well, and I would love to see it.
There's a lot of potential for that line, and then also keep an eye on Star Wars Vintage Collection for next year with Razor Crest coming out. Lots of new Mandalorian figures. I would suspect that will also be nominated next year, at least right now. Looking forward, but you never know because listen, G.I. Joe Classified came out of nowhere, right? And became one of the top lines of the year. Marvel Legends,
they came in hot though.
Yeah, they did come in hot. And then Marvel Legends like continues year after year to be almost like a legacy brand. Like, you know, they're going to have incredible releases, but we're going to get that Sentinel release next year from the HasLab.
Well, and the Sentinel was their first HasLab to just like destroy in the first 24 hours.
Right.
And reach it. And they kind of like, and then Razor Crest kind of came in, and here we are talking about Vintage Collection as well, giving them their props, and bang, right? They destroyed the sales of what they thought was like impossible to destroy from the Sentinel. Right? Like, it's the love is there. And you know, I also want to give a shout out to McFarlane Toys Batman, who I felt kind of came in a little slow, and I think at the end of this year have come in really hot with their Batman metal line of figures. And I mean, like, now, like, those the Jokerized Robins are really seem to be highly sought after toys, and same with anything like with the Batman Who Laughs. Those seem to be going really, really hot right now. Those toys,
all of them except for the Superman, which was nominated for OFG.
It was, but I mean, like at the same time, it's like, how do you make animated figures that look as good as the ones that DC directed? And yeah, I mean, they honestly don't. But I mean, when they started tackling stuff that was more from the comic, they look really, really good, and they're really, really nice toys. So I mean, I think next year, if McFarlane kind of keeps this up, I could see them ending up on Toy Line of the Year next year as well.
Cool. Very cool. Well, listen, every award show has one of these segments, and I'm sad about it, but you went ahead and you brought it up. It's time to acknowledge some of the toy lines that we lost in 2020. And I don't know if there's anything else to say other than roll the clip.
In the arms of a kaiju, fly away from here, from this dark cold toy shelf and the endlessness that you fear. You are pulled from the wreckage of this awful year. You're in the arms of a kaiju. May you find some comfort here.
Oh my god. So somber. So somber.
All right, there it is. Wow. Sad year. DC Direct, gone. NECA Godzilla, gone. Masters of the Universe Classics ended with a bang. Super 7, but it's gone for now. Maybe it'll come back. I don't know. But it's sad to see some of that stuff go. Ryan, I wanted to give you the floor for a moment to talk about DC specifically, because I know how important that line and the animated series line has been to you over the years.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think yeah, dude, it hit hard because it was one of those.
I'm not laughing at you, but I kind of am.
But yeah, no, I get it. But it did hit me really, really hard, and it was one of those things where it's like, yeah, I collect the Batman animated series figures. I started collecting DC Essentials. They were all super nice toys. They're really good quality. It's like they're super detailed, but you can still hold them without worrying their parts are gonna fall off, that kind of thing, because sometimes those specialty figures can feel that way, where they feel super fragile, but these ones didn't, and you had a really good statue and art line, and they really catered to comic collectors, and it's here's a line of toys that look like this particular artist's work. They had an artist series, man, so it really kind of broke my heart to kind of see what kind of happened to DC even just in general this year, and to lose that was just kind of like a kick in the heart nards.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a total bummer for me. So, but I mean, I'm really happy with what I was able to get, and I'm going to cherish these toys that I've gotten from them for a very long time.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't like seeing toy lines end, but it happens for various reasons. Sometimes companies go out of business, sometimes a license is lost, but it can really sting. Like if they announced tomorrow that Black Series was ending, I'd be like, ooh, all this work I put in.
If NECA said they lost like the Turtles license, I think we would all just be a little.
It would be a bummer.
Burnt.
It would be a bummer.
Hey hosers, so here I am for the toy anxiety, and we're gonna do some toy hunting today up here in Canada. And as you can see, it's a pretty nice day out here in Canada. It's everyone's kind of like doing their thing, but I hear there's some toys here, and we're gonna go hunting for them. So come join me. We're gonna do some toy hunting in Canada. And if you're gonna be like a total hoser about this, just be quiet, okay? Yeah, you don't need to say everything every time, Just go along for the ride. Sometimes you just need to go along for the ride, eh? But yeah, let's go do some toy hunting. Join me. Yeah. Believe it or not, this video is not brought to you by Ducks Unlimited Canada, even though there seems to be an unlimited amount of ducks going on here right now. I'm not quite sure what's going on. I think there's some sort of duck convention. Let's go see if they've got any toys that they're selling there at the vendors here at this here duck convention. Look at that, eh? Ducks. Oh, yeah. Well, guys, swimming around. Oh. Okay, just full disclosure, eh? Just because this is what this says here, I know exactly where I am. Okay, I don't want anyone questioning what I'm doing here. But I do know exactly what this is. Okay, so I know where I am, and now you do too. This is where we are. We're at this spot. Okay, let's keep hunting.
G'day everybody, this is Ben representing Toy Power Podcast. Now, 2020 has been a pretty cool year for toys, and I have to give a massive shout out to NECA. I think NECA with their Aliens, Predator, Gremlins, Godzilla, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they just can do no wrong. I just absolutely love all those properties and hunt, cherry pick majority of the NECA toys that are released. But instead of doing something that was actually released in 2020, I wanted to do something that I picked up vintage-wise in 2020. So I've been collecting the Tycho Dino Riders for a few years, and I kind of exclusively collect Rulons, the bad guys. And I picked up this Saurophilus action figure with the Locust character, as well the dinosaur. This is a duck-billed dinosaur, and it came in fantastic condition, 100% complete, and it blew me away. Like, seeing pictures versus actually having it in hand are completely two different things. So I was, this is definitely an absolute highlight of 2020 figures I picked up this year. And of course, many of the Dino Riders collectors would know that it came with this gun bunker. So I have this gun bunker that came with the Saurophilus, and I've got a spare Locust that sits in here. So what this gun bunker does is this gun will slide back, and this top half will close down, and it just looks like a rock. I mean, what more do you want in the 80s? It's just perfect. What a great action feature. So continuing on with the Dino Riders haul, I've got the Snarl character, which is sort of the alligator or crocodile species. This is from Wave 2, and also Drone from Wave 2, this termite species dinosaur, Rulon. So these two are from Series 2. They came in 2 packs with the Valorian character, and these are quite hard to find these days. But another level up, I also picked up the Series 3 characters. So this guy here is Buzz, and he's sort of that insectoid species. This is from the Ice Age 2 packs, and Ray as well. So they're very unique color scheme, very cool design, and let me just say they cost me a pretty penny to import from overseas to Australia, but very happy to have them in hand. So that's my shout out for 2020. Absolutely love your podcast. Keep doing everything you do, and thank you for allowing me to guest on here. All the best, guys. Here's to 2021.
All right, it's time for the next entry into the Geoffreys Hall of Fame, and I don't want to spoil anything, but I think you could guess what it is. I'll give you a hint. You got to bypass the compressor. And how'd that girl get all them powers?
Hey, Chewie, we're home.
New from Kenner's Star Wars collection, the Millennium Falcon that you put together. Batteries not included.
Nice landing, Han Solo. Uh-oh, come on, Chewbacca. Stormtroopers are coming.
Action figures each sold separately.
Got him on radar. I'll fire the laser cannon.
There's even a hidden storage hatch.
Ready for takeoff. Jump to light speed. We're gone. On to the Death Star.
New Star Wars Millennium Falcon. Action figures each sold separately from Kenner.
Bad Force Awakens impression.
Yeah, it's true. All that stuff he said. Jedis and stuff. All of it.
All right, here it is. We listen. The Kenner Millennium Falcon. I mean, I don't know. Does it get more iconic than this? I say that every time, but it's a playset. It's a vehicle. It's the greatest ship in the whole galaxy. Alden Ehrenreich did the whole thing in under 14 parsecs or whatever. No, it's incredible.
12.
14. Ryan, talk to me about the old Falcon here.
It's amazing. So not only does it have like just the characters go in the cockpit, I mean the back opens up. You've got your Luke training area. You've got with the probe. You have your chess set in there, so you can play the Queen's Gambit with your 3PO and your Chewbacca. I mean, it's got everything there, like the landing gear, the satellite. I mean, man, it's a great toy.
It is great.
It is so good.
I picked this up. So sorry, I'm just excited. Well, I was just excited. I picked this up at a toy show last year, and it's got a little bit of yellowing, but for the most part, it's in pretty good shape.
Yeah, no, it's great. Does it still make lights and sounds?
I don't think so.
Okay,
it's not that great.
Okay.
No, I mean, listen. No Star Wars collection as a child was complete without the Millennium Falcon. Now, again, I didn't have these as a kid. I was born in '84. Star Wars was done, gone, and buried, as Chris Jericho said, by the time I was even born, okay? Star Wars has gone the way of the Ewok by 1984. But all my older cousins had this stuff, and I was obsessed with it. And as an adult, I've been able to go back and get my Millennium Falcon. So, congratulations to our Hall of Famer. I mean, it's amazing. What more can you say?
Nothing. It's beautiful.
What's up, Yes Has Some fam? Jamil here. Now, Craig asked me to make a video of my favorite toy or toy moment of 2020. Now, personally, I couldn't choose just one toy. So this little ambience right here, I think personally captures like what I think is cool about toy collecting in 2020. Especially the NECA Tour Turtles. That's the definition of something I didn't know I wanted until I seen it, honestly. But honestly, for me, one of the most positive moments, and one of the few, honestly, of 2020 is getting to know Craig and meeting him in CD parking lots to sell drugs. I mean, exchange toys. It's very cool to have a buddy in the same time as you, just tearing up the place, looking for that hard to find NECA turtle toy. Because let's be real, it's always NECA that you're on the hunt for. Anyway, here's hoping, though, your small buzz of positivity fully bloom in 2021. Take care, guys.
Now, if I got to just sit there and look at details and do nothing but research turtles for my job as a full-time gig, I think I wouldn't even know there was a pandemic.
I have nothing to add to that. We've got one final nominee, not nominee, one final inductee to the Hall of Fame. Roll the tape! Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm super excited about the next entry into the Geoffreys Hall of Fame. It's the real Ghostbusters Firehouse from Kenner. Now, when it comes to play sets in the 1980s, it does not get more iconic than the real Ghostbusters Firehouse. You either had it or you wanted it. And if you don't have it now, I'm not sure what you're doing with your life. So let's take a closer look. Obviously, this is as iconic as anything else in Ghostbusters. Slimer, Stay Puft, Ecto-1, the Firehouse. They live there, they work there, and what I love about this, there's some really cool playability, because let's face it, when it comes to a play set, you gotta have some playability. First, we're gonna take Ray's stance, we're gonna put him on the old fire pole. There we go! Look at Ray, having a good time. Now, the Firehouse came with 2 containment units. If you're trying to put one together now, make sure you have the big one. Put a little ghost in there. And then, of course, you've got your second unit right here. This means a lot to me. This is not my childhood one. I had to rebuy this one. Comes with the ectoplasm. Ooh, let's take a... Ooh, look at that. It's still in there. Oh, yeah. That's money right there. This is like currency where I come from. Love the Kenner Firehouse. This is my favorite toy of all time. My favorite play set of all time. And I'm honored to be able to induct it into the Geoffreys Hall of Fame. Of course, I invented this Hall of Fame, so the real Ghostbusters Kenner Firehouse was always going to be in there. So, listen, I love it. I need it. I wish I could buy it again, because it is my all-time favorite toy. So, on behalf of Kenner Toys and the real Ghostbusters, I present to you your 2020 Hall of Fame inductee, the Kenner Real Ghostbusters Firehouse. All right, that was me, my beloved Ghostbusters Firehouse, the Kenner Firehouse, the greatest toy, in my opinion, all time. All time. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. It's iconic.
Yep, it got a lot of playtime in my childhood, that's for sure. I remember when I got that one. That was a Christmas gift as well. Dude, it's awesome. It's just awesome. There's
now, what year did you get it? Did you get it the same year as you got Snake Mountain, and you had to decide what to play with?
No, I got it the year after Eternia. So here's what was really cool. So we're gonna go back. This is not the mid-late 80s. That's there's me, little kid, super cool. Chicks digged me. It was wild. And so when I was
chicks digged me. That's the new Ryan Dole short.
Yeah,
sure.
They digged it. Yeah, man, it was great. And then what I would do is always kind of like I'd have my fire hall and stuff, but then I would used to pretend that like Castle Eternia was the inside of the ecto containment unit.
Are you making this?
Are you there, Craig?
Did this really happen? I checked out. I didn't believe a word you said.
Okay, well that's fine. Let's move on.
I just wanted to talk about how amazing. I'm losing my mind. I'm delirious at this point.
Yeah. Are you okay? Do you need a break? Do you need to come back?
No. Sorry. Did I just screw up this whole segment?
It's done. Let's move.
There was a Black Series figure on the floor and it was breaking and I was scared. No.
Should we start over?
Yeah, let's start. No, well, I'll edit around all that. I love.
Oh, really?
Did you?
It's okay. Because now you're talking to Kurt Dole. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I'm so sorry. Let's start over. Let's talk about the Hall of Fame. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. It's the Hall of Fame. It's in there. It's done. We have to go to Toy of the Year, okay? We gotta do Toy of the Year. Abby.
Oh man, I'm red now.
For the final time tonight, Abigail, tell us who the nominees are for Toy of the Year.
I'm sorry, Super Shredder, you can't have a Geoffrey. You weren't even nominated for the best figure of the year. I'm so sorry. It's kind of nuts that this wasn't nominated because it's an awesome looking figure from NECA. But this Geoffrey says, no. I must be given to someone more worthy, all right? So let's talk about the nominees for the Figure of the Year award. NECA, Toka, and Razar. NECA, Marty McFly. Star Wars Black Series, Beskar Mandalorian. Tully's Terrible Night. NECA, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Musical Mutagen Tour. And now, the moment that we've all been waiting for. Best figure. All right. NECA, Toka, and Razar! OMG! Congrats, y'all! This is incredible! We're gonna give you 2 Geoffreys! Yay!
Well, NECA, you did it. You did it! Toy of the year. We were just... I feel like we should have brought this up with Trevor while we had him. We should call him back. Trevor! We forgot to give you Toy of the Year.
Hopefully he watches it, and we'll know.
Token Razar, incredible figures from Secret of the Ooze. You never thought you'd get something like this, but we've talked about these a lot. I obviously haven't even opened mine yet, but look at this display; it just looks amazing. These debuted at Toy Fair this year. They did a pre-order system online. Anybody who wanted them could get them, and got a lot of votes. People were really excited about Token Razar.
They are beautiful. I know ours are still in the
transit
delivery, delivery purgatory.
Yes.
I guess you could call it right now. And it's going to happen. At least we know where they are, and we know my buddy Tyler and we know they're on the way. I am so excited though, and I did miss out on Super Shredder, unfortunately. But to have these to go with my Mutagen Tour Turtles, I'm very excited. And seeing what else is coming and what they've teased as well, those are not going to be my last NECA Turtles.
Now, Ryan, what is it about Token Razar that made them must own for you?
They're beautiful. Okay, first off, those costumes were wild, and I'm a huge admirer of Jim Henson and Muppets and Labyrinth and Dark Crystal, all that stuff to begin with, and then so to have those costumes just done so well. They even Toka has articulated eyebrows. It's insane. It was one of those things where I said I'm not going to start a NECA collection. And then when those got debuted at, and showcased at Toy Fair, I was like, if it's possible for me to get those, I'm going to get those. And then they were the ones too, where NECA said, hey, if you want these, you have 2 weeks to order them.
Get your shit together. Save up your money and do it.
Yep. You got 2 weeks. This is going to be your time frame. Order it. And we're not going to put a limit on the orders. It's just you order it, you're going to get it. That's going to be that. And you know what? For a company to do that, and I felt catered to, I felt seen, and I felt that I should put my money where my mouth is and support this company for going out of their way to do that, for especially 2 figures that are that beautiful and sought after. I'm so excited, and I'm very happy that NECA gave all of us the opportunity to get our hands on these toys.
Absolutely. They're incredibly detailed. Secret of the Ooze for us, it's iconic, and that movie's iconic. Yeah. That's my word of the night is iconic. Everything's iconic, but it really is. The turtle designs of that movie aren't quite up to par with the first movie, but Toka and Razar, when you saw them on screen for the first time, and I remember as a kid being like, well, that's not Bebop and Rocksteady, but it's much better. It's better. They're so
I don't know if I would have said better as a kid, because I was expecting Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was still just a
I was like,
those guys are huge.
Dude, I remember when the original Token Razar figures came out, and I looked at my mom and I was like, Mama? Oh, Mama. That's what I did. And then I said, I want them. And then when the new ones came out, I also called my mom and said, I want them. Because a lot of people don't know this. My mom still buys me all my toys. I'm a piece of shit. No, I'm just kidding. I work very hard for my money. And,
so for any of you who in group therapy that always kind of wonder how does Craig afford this, well, it's his mom that does. So
mother buys me these toys. No,
now you know.
No, congratulations, Token Razar. Figures of the year. I guess we got to send Trevor. He said he didn't design those, but I still want to give him the award.
You know what? I really hope that we get those to him before February, and we see those awards in the background for their Toy Fair display. That way they could say like, we are winner of 2 Geoffreys last year thanks to our our
hold on,
our Ninja
you
Turtles.
just said Geoffreys. The Geoffreys the Geoffreys are for the bad award. You get a Geoffrey. You get a piece of shit. No, we got the Geoffreys.
The Geoffreys. But yes, I'm really hoping that we see them in the background.
Yeah.
Or they're acknowledged during Toy Fair. I think that would be great.
I think it would be cool if they started introducing themselves as like, we're
2-time Geoffrey winners.
2-time Geoffrey Award winner, NECA Toys. That's how I'm going to say it from here on out. Before we wrap up, we've got one special last acknowledgement. Now, I've been trying to figure out what to call this, how to say it. This is an award for a toy that came out this year that kind of checked all the boxes from play factor, display factor, collectability, surprise. And it doesn't necessarily fit into a figure category or a toy line category, but we wanted to have a special Geoffrey acknowledgement. We still haven't come up with the official name for it, but let's just call it
We're calling it the Icon Award.
The Icon Award. I love it because everything tonight has been iconic. Right now, the Icon Award for 2020. Let's go. The Lego Ghostbusters Afterlife Ecto 1. I mean, I don't like doing the chef's kiss thing that people do. You know, like the
yeah,
I will do it.
I was going to do something else, but I'm not going to. We'll do this after.
Okay. But seriously, like, you know, we know how hard the folks at Ghost Corps, people like Eric Reich, they work on these projects and they bring them to the masses. And obviously Afterlife didn't come out. It's going to come out in a couple months. I don't even have it yet, but that is an amazing Lego set. If you're a Lego collector, if you're a toy fan, it's a must own. It's beautiful, it's big, and it's the Ecto 1. And that's why we're calling it, thank you, Ryan, the Icon Award, because and we'll give one every year to something that just went above and beyond. And this was a year that Snake Mountain came out. It could have been Snake Mountain, but we gave it to the Lego Ecto 1.
And you know, I really want to do something to give that Icon Award to a company that wasn't getting really represented here. So to have Lego get something that actually did look amazing, something that we actually also didn't expect to also happen. Like I'll be honest, I actually didn't think Ghostbusters and Lego were going to do anything together anymore.
Right.
So for it to kind of just show up and pop out and just be like, hey, you're also getting this. And, you know, the more Afterlife, when we're not getting Afterlife, I still kind of find the better.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and then, you know, we've got more examples coming out. We've got a Plasma Series Ecto 1 coming out in a couple weeks. We'll have more Ghostbusters Afterlife toys over the next weeks and months. But something that, you know, we're very close-knit with the Ghostbusters community. Obviously, Yes Have Some is very much a Ghostbusters brand or a Ghostbusters media outlet or brand or whatever. We love Ghostbusters is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And when something, you know, very much like the Spengler wand, when that Ecto was released, I mean, it took over the community. Like, everybody was talking about it. It sold out quickly. I'm hoping to get mine soon once they, you know, restock at the local Lego store or online or whatever. But really, just it's like artistry. It's amazing, and it's what more can you say other than as a Ghostbusters fan, it's a must own, and that's why it gets the Icon Award.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I have nothing else to say about it other than I still need it and you still need it. Look at us. We're like two toy schmucks. That's what we should call this show. Toy schmucks. We could be like, well, we were going to give it to the Lego Afterlife Ecto, but they didn't send us one, so whatever.
And you know what? I'm not a shill. I just don't do things to get things.
Hi, we're Toy Schmucks.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What a night it's been. What an evening. I thought this was a ton of fun. I love doing the Geoffreys. We should do this every week.
Or at least once a year.
I think every December we will do our Geoffreys. And stay tuned. I'm gonna premiere a website that documents all of our nominees, all of our winners, and all of our Hall of Fame folks in there, or toys, whatever they're called. Hey, it's late. It's been a long night.
Winners?
All of our winners, members of the Hall of Fame. Ryan, let's wrap this up. Final thoughts on 2020 and your year in toys.
It was crazy. It was crazy because it kind of started off pretty strong. Like I said, with Toy Fair and a lot of stuff for us to get excited, and we were getting excited for Afterlife and all that stuff. Things changed, and the collector scene went absolutely insane. Prices skyrocketed online for things were going from like $10 to $40, from $100 to $500. And it was just like people were making up stories for themselves about why they should be going to Walmart and buying toys. And they were like, people were coming up with costumes and disguises and saying they were working for companies so that they could get their hands on toys. People were getting, the scalpers were out, the bots were out, the hoarders were out, the swappers were out. It was insane. If you thought COVID was the pandemic, honestly, it was the collectors. They were also part of the, they were also part of the problem. And you know what? It actually made the hunt kind of fun again, and there's still kind of like that thrill did kind of come back. And yeah, we got mad, we got annoyed, we saw pictures of people buying things that weren't available in their state, province, or country. And it just made us that much hungrier to get it.
Yeah.
And it was kind of fun to see because, we're kind of getting puppeteered a little bit by some companies and by some box stores. We're not going to say that we weren't, because we were. However, we still let it happen. And we're still here, and we're still having fun and smiling and laughing about it. And
this is one of the great speeches I've ever heard, because I was like, I don't know where it's going, but I'm having fun.
But I think we had a great year. I think we had a great year with HasLabs. We had a great year with pre-orders. There was a lot of cool stuff. And half the things I bought this year, I won't get till next year, and I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Pre-orders.
I love it.
Pre-orders.
The man.
Gift that keeps on giving.
Pre-orders 2020. This is the best year. I loved it. I don't know. I had a really fun year. I got a lot of cool stuff. I have a lot of cool stuff coming.
Yeah, I'm grateful.
Man, I love toys.
I love toys
I'm so
too.
fired up right now.
I know. I can tell. Dude, you should go buy a toy. Listen, 2021, stay tuned for more episodes of Toy Anxiety. Lots of big stuff happening with Yes Have Some, and lots of toys to buy. And of course, Ghostbusters Afterlife is going to be insane. So I'm so appreciative of everybody tuning in tonight. Thank you for watching. I can't add anything to what Ryan just said. Make sure you follow us on social media at YHS Podcast for the 2020 Geoffreys, for Abigail, for Jacob Walsh, and all of our special guests this evening. We say, I don't know, what does giraffe, do they make a noise?
I'm pretty sure it's something like that.
I was going to say, we don't want to grow up, because if we did...
Oh, that's what I said, though, but in giraffe.
All right. Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
What's going on? Yes, Have Some. Owen here. My nomination for Toy of the Year, or at least my personal favorite, Mattel's Baby Yoda. Got this on May the 4th this year, and I've actually had a lot of fun with it. It's a lot of fun. Just, it's small, simple, cheap. Just a lot of fun. I actually finished up my college career this year online, so actually answered a few of my Zoom calls for my classes with this thing instead of my actual face. Got some laughs.
Hey guys, Zach Crago here. They're not in any particular order, but these are my top 5 figures of 2020. First up, we got the NECA 1989 Godzilla, then the Super 7 Ultimates Toxic Avenger, followed by the Transformers Earthrise Seeker mold, which would consist of Starscream, Thundercracker, and Skywarp. But then we have this little guy here, the Funko Mystery Minis My Pet Monster. And finally, we have the Masters of the Universe Origin Scareglow.
Hey, Yes Have Some podcast. This is Aaron, not Sam Raimi, from Group Therapy. On behalf of the Sloppy Manwich podcast, just wanted to send you in a video. My top 5 toys of this year would be Spangler Wand. I think it was a nice little holdover for the Afterlife movie until next year. The Hot Toys Spider-Man 2099 figure. Been waiting a long time for this. Also the Hot Toys Mandalorian figure. That goes without saying. The NECA Casey Jones and Raphael 2-pack. I think it's awesome. Been waiting a long time for a Casey Jones, and it came with a Raph, so that was definitely a big winner there. And the Biker Scout Black Series figure with the child.
Tonight's Geoffrey Awards were brought to you by Target, where you can find the exclusive G.I. Joe, Cobra, Kai, King, Commander,
Where do you use all these? Keep going.
Okay. Tonight's the Geoffrey Awards were brought to you by Target, home of the exclusive G.I. Joe Classifieds, Coca Cabana. I don't fucking remember what this is. Tonight's Geoffrey Awards were brought to you by Target, home of the exclusive G.I. Joe Cobra Island figures. Hypothetically. Good luck finding them.